So Andrew and I had a little spontaneous trip to Jerome, Arizona. Highly recommend it. Amazing roads. We're on 89A right now. We're about to enter Prescott National Forest, and these roads are unbelievable. And I just took his standard range on the twisties, and it was pretty awesome. I mean, it's amazing how much torque it's delivering. You can feel the traction control kicking in for a substantial amount of time when you come out of a turn, and then it lets you have all the power. But like, for those of you wondering about the standard range, now this one has the LFP battery, and I guess the standard range now is a 5.8 seconds 0 to 60, so they are slower. This is 5.3 seconds, but it gets the job done as far as a car that you can still have fun with in the canyons, and this being the most affordable Tesla, still very fun to drive. And also, something you may not know is because this is rear-wheel drive, the steering is much lighter up front, so it's a better feel just not having all-wheel drive and putting stress on the tires from the drivetrain, and they can just steer. It does a really nice job. This guy has a ponytail hanging off the motorcycle. We're gonna give it a yank. All right, Andrew, we just drove 2 hours for this. What's your review?
A1 Prime.
A1 Prime, Bobby's barbecue, right?
Bobby D.
Bobby D's barbecue.
How's everybody's everything?
Perfect.
Photos,
It's amazing. New video intro. We're gonna continue on these amazing roads. We're up over 6,000 feet of elevation. There's actually snow on you can see the snow on the mountain over there, but pretty fun. Andrew doing some canyon carving here. This road that we're on, 89A South out of Jerome, unbelievable. Amazing scenery, great turns. And the Model 3 is very fun. Responsive, low center of gravity. So to those of you watching this video and you're considering buying a standard range Model 3, here is some information that may help you on a road trip like we took. 265-mile round trip, and we stopped once charging from 49% to 95%, and this took 19 minutes at the Cords Lake superchargers. His peak charging at 49% was 138 kilowatts with an average of 75 kilowatts, and this cost $16.85. Keep in mind that the max charging speed on a standard range Model 3 is 170 kilowatts. On a long range or performance model, you can charge up to 250 kilowatts per hour when the battery is very low, which is a charging speed of over 1,000 miles per hour, which is crazy. Another thing that Andrew and I talked about was the sound system. The car is impressive and the sound system is still great. That was something many owners are concerned about, but it's still better than most vehicles, and especially for most vehicles in this price point. Currently, this car is $44,990, and that's before the $1,200 destination fee. One difference you can tell with the sound system, test them back to back. Models that have the full premium interior have a more rounded bass sound. The base model still has immersive sound just like the upgraded models, and you truly can only tell the big difference when you put them back to back. What I'm trying to tell you is the sound system is still great, so don't let looking at the premium interior throw you off if you don't need the extra power and range and all-wheel drive that the long range and performance models come with. Another thing I'd like to talk about is the driving experience. As I briefly mentioned earlier in the video, the steering is lighter because it's not an all-wheel drive car, so those front wheels, their only job is to steer the car. The rear wheels will propel the car forward. So while it is down on power, while the 0 to 60 time is not as impressive as 4.2 seconds on the long range and 3.1 on the performance, it's still very fun, and the reason for that is because this car is lighter in Tesla world. I mean, it's still 3,800 pounds. It's not like a Civic Type R, which is 3,000 pounds, but the car is lighter for an electric vehicle. So it's still very responsive when you're on canyon roads like this, and in the mid-range power, it's still potent. Traction control was kicking in half the time as you would come with, probably 50-60 feet out of a sharp hairpin turn. So can you still have fun in the entry-level Tesla? The answer is absolutely yes. A lot of people aren't taking road trips with these cars and have gas-powered cars, and this is a secondary car or a commuter car, and that's excellent because over time you're going to save a lot of money on maintenance and then energy costs using electricity as opposed to gas. So you can still have a ton of fun in this car. I've driven a ton of cars at this point, and the Model 3 continues to be I would say the best daily driver of anything on the market. With that said, I also understand it's very expensive and the price continues to go up. So the other argument is, well, hey, why don't I just get a used Honda Civic that's still very efficient? We'll have low maintenance costs, and I really can't argue with that. A lot of stuff that I see online are people saying to stop using gas and it's bad for the environment. And what they're forgetting is Teslas are still very expensive. One crazy statistic that I saw was last month in December, the average price of a car sold in the United States was $47,000. While Teslas are better for the environment, the price of the batteries needs to come down. Another argument that people have is Teslas are bad for the environment to make. They are correct. On average, a Tesla is more damaging to the environment to make than an ICE vehicle. But what they're not considering is over time, Teslas use their energy far more efficiently. And if you read the 2020 Tesla Impact Report, you will know that after 5,800 miles of driving, Teslas already make up for their difference in their impact on the environment to make the vehicle. So over the lifespan of the car, it is significantly better than driving an internal combustion engine car. But again, those prices need to come down with the batteries, and hopefully that will happen soon so more people are able to adopt these cars in the future. Anyways, I hope this video was very helpful. If you have any questions about the standard range Model 3, leave it in the comments below. Please like the video, it helps me out. I'd really appreciate it, and we'll see you next time. If you're still with me, go ahead and click this video. It's another road trip I did up to Sedona, Arizona. There's some amazing scenery, some great commentary, and I think you'll really enjoy the video.